HarperCollins presents The Breakup Clause by Niamh Hargan. Read by Róisín Rankin. Week 1. Chapter 1. On the rooftop of Zelnick, O'Leary and Abbott, Manhattan's largest mid-sized law firm, a speech has been going on for at least 15 minutes, and Fia Callahan has barely heard a word of it. She caught the first bit. "I'm thrilled to welcome this year's cohort of summer associates," one of the partners said. To his left, 20 or so hand-picked law students, all now blending into one large mass, nodded along eagerly. "We're so pleased to have you with us, to learn from us and to teach us. You are the future of our profession. Over the next 10 weeks, I can promise that you'll have the chance to get real, hands-on legal experience. Each of you will share an office with a dedicated attorney mentor from our firm. And, as ever, we'll also be inviting you to take part in our dynamic program of networking and social events. I make no apologies for the fact that, here at Zelnick, O'Leary and Abbott, or Zola as we affectionately call it, we're especially known for our corporate and commercial expertise. But it's not just about the deal. We place an absolute premium on the mental well-being of our staff." It was probably somewhere around this point that Fia zoned out. By now, she's attended so many seminars on the firm's theoretical position on mental well-being that she could practically deliver one herself. In essence, there is a sunrise yoga class right here on this roof terrace on Tuesdays, which lawyers are welcome to attend if they book sufficiently far in advance to secure a spot. But those whose burnout necessitates more than 2 weeks off work should still fully expect to be fired. Fia can't imagine that this reality is likely to feature in the partner's inspirational speech. But no matter. Even for her, it's hard to remain too much of a cynic on a morning like this one. Over in the far corner of the terrace, an impressive array of fruit and pastries has been laid out, with a waiter serving breakfast cocktails and coffees. And, against the clear blue sky, New York's familiar landmarks look practically computer-generated. Fia lets herself gaze out at the Chrysler Building just ahead, as the partner chats away about sharing expertise and strengthening bonds. There are very few moments like this, whereupon Fia stops to think that she has made it here, in this city so far from home. Or, at the very least, she's making it. Starting today. Starting with this year's Summer Associates programme. She feels more firmly on course than ever before to meet her goals. Professionally speaking, that is. Personally speaking, Fia doesn't honestly have any particular goals. Although she has, in the very recent past and following a certain milestone birthday, begun to consider drumming up a few. It has occurred to her that, perhaps, at a minimum, she should set about developing some grown-up skills. Maybe unearth some sort of a latent passion, even. This seemed to be the thing about aging, in the year 2023. You couldn't just let it happen, the way your mother and grandmother did before you. No. You had to be getting better and better. You had to be grasping at opportunities to really get to know yourself, etc. What could Fia say for herself so far, aged 30 years and 6 weeks old? "I like to run the length and breadth of Manhattan with my headphones in. I like to drink overpriced cocktails with my friends. I am extremely good at getting red wine out of things, even very pale carpets. By the time I'm finished, you'd never know there'd been a spill at all. I can always keep my balance on a moving subway without needing to touch anything gross." These are all true things, and they don't feel insubstantial when Fia is doing them. Not one bit, actually. But she suspects the day might arrive when they'll feel extremely insubstantial in the retelling. She's not sure that they quite constitute the sort of fulfillment and well-roundedness she should probably be aiming for within this new decade. In any event, of course, none of that matters here, in this skyscraper on Madison and 49th Street. Here, she wears a suit and bills for her time in 6-minute increments, and people increasingly seem to think she knows what she is doing. By the time the partner's speech ends and everyone has begun,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?